Hey y'all, what's up, what's good? It's the girl Makayla Janaè here, back with another video. And for today's Maja Speaks, we're going to be talking about boundaries. Oh, I'm just so in love with this little look right here. Like, look at me glowing. Okay, look at the bob coming in. That's enough about me. We're here to talk about God. Okay, so like I said, let's hop right into boundaries. But make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. That's where you get all the behind the scenes, everything by Maja. You get all that in one place. Follow me on Instagram at everything by Maja. That's what I call it, that, because you just see everything. First, let me start off by telling you guys a little story. I don't know how many of y'all are into football, but did you know that there's a special coach in football that they refer to as the get back coach? He's on the sidelines with the head coach, I guess, and one of his main jobs is to keep the head coach from stepping out of bounds. Because when the main coach steps out of bounds, you know, he gets a penalty for the team, a flag, or something. If you know me, you know my favorite sport is basketball, so I think you get a flag, a penalty, something like that. But it's not good if the coach gets too close into the game, okay? He has this get back coach to keep him in his bubble, to keep him from getting penalized by, you know, the referee. But the point of that story is, and what I found so amazing from hearing that, is that a lot of us need a get back coach in our life. We need somebody, whether that is God in your life, whether that's a friend or family member who can keep you accountable, or whether you have to be your own get back coach, which a lot of us are not ready for that yet. But I know sometimes I have to be my own get back coach in life. Recently, I've stopped using social media in my bed, because before I'd go from the living room on my phone to my bedroom laying down on my phone, and you know, my mind would never get a good chance to rest. There was no boundary there. And I would wonder why I can't fall asleep easily, or why my mind keeps going and I keep thinking about so many different things. And when it comes to social media in general, it's not really the healthiest place to be. So we must set a boundary when it comes to things that we have to make sure are always used in a positive purpose and not just used to fill space or void. And I've begun to realize social media is definitely somewhere that we need to have some boundaries in our life, because social media is a place where there's a lot of good that you can find if you're looking for it, but there's also a lot of bad there that's just ready for anybody to come and take it. Our eyes and our minds to just be trained on the bad. So it's so important to set boundaries, especially with social media, the things we use for entertainment, TV, all of that. So as I set that boundary, I realize now that we don't have to jump at every notification or every message, because we're gonna get into how some of us need boundaries with the people in our life also. Okay, just like you need boundaries with you and your phone, or you and social media, you may also need boundaries with you and food. So many of us have been claiming we want to get healthy, we want to get fit in 2020, we want to get that body right by our birthday, but then we do nothing to work towards it. We don't change our eating. We compare ourselves to people that we see around us who's already on a level 10, and we're starting at a level 1. Which comparison is a whole nother topic. But some of us need to set boundaries between ourselves and food. In the month of December, I did a fast from all carbs, and I realized that carbs is something that, you know, makes me tired, that weighs me down physically. And I'm like, okay, so now, especially living where I live, it's rice every day, it's po' boys, it's burgers, it's fries. But I'm like, let me set a boundary. Let me set some rules in place to where I can better myself. And it's so important to keep those boundaries. It doesn't matter if I'm by myself or if I'm with my friends. If I set that boundary and say, okay, I'm only having 1 carb a week, then if I already ate some pasta, I'm not going to eat some bread, because it is time to take control of bettering ourselves and protecting ourselves and our energy. And you do that by setting up boundaries. When you step out of bounds, like I said with the get back coach, it is so important to have that power, or have someone to reel you back in and get you back to where you need to be, because it happens. Just like with the get back coaches, sometimes they be so worked up, it don't matter if he's holding on to his shirt, none of that matters. Eventually, you always come back in your bubble and you assessed what you just did, okay? And some of us even know that there are some places that you shouldn't even step foot anymore, because when you go there, you either do things you shouldn't, or you become somebody you don't want to be anymore. So you have to set boundaries between you and locations, okay? Because a lot of us know that we shouldn't be over there. We should not be over there because the people over there mean us no good. The whole atmosphere just makes us want to do things that are not who we want to present ourselves as in 2021. If we want to be new and do new things and get a different result this year, you have to set some boundaries. And I'm speaking to myself. Some boundaries have to be made between me and friends, between me and clients. Once you set yourself up with boundaries, you're teaching people how to treat you, and that is so important. Don't walk around here without no rules. Don't walk around here without no standards, because people will walk all over you and assume that you live by their standards, and that's not how it goes. With boundaries comes respect, and if those people don't have that respect for you, they gotta get the boot, okay? It's time for them to go, period, point blank. Because I need you guys to understand that space gives clarity within situations. So once you put some space in between you and these things and these people and these places and that food, you'll see your life to begin to change, and it'll start to get less foggy and more clear, okay? Set those boundaries this week. Don't wait. There's nothing to wait for. Start small with your phone or with food. You don't have to cut everybody off yet. Don't give everyone access to you. Make people know your worth and make them know it now. Don't wait. So I think that is all for today's Maja Speaks. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all are having a great Monday. Make sure you're sharing this video with all your little people who need it. I'm gonna see you guys in my next one.